Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Jesse from Jesse's Garage and Adventures. Today we're going to go ahead and install a level kit on my 2011 GMC Sierra right over here. As you can see, I also got into an accident with it, so I'm getting an aftermarket bumper and we're going to be working on this. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start off by taking this cover here off. This is just a cover, these are not the actual lug nuts. In my circumstance, I'm going to use the pocket. I'm actually not. I'm going to go further back and reach the cross member right behind the front differential. Typically, when I jack this up, I would use the frame where the lower control arm goes into. But since we're going to be disconnecting part of the suspension, I don't want to have any weight or any limitations on that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and remove the lug nuts and take the wheel off. Oh, the wheel is stuck on mine. Hold that. Alright, what I'll do is I'll just put the lug nuts back on it and then leave them loose. Just move it. On the plus side, my ball joints on this side are okay. Okay, so I wasn't able to remove the wheel, so I put the lug nuts back on but left them loose, and then I'm going to go ahead and move the truck back and forth and turn the wheel a couple times, try and break this wheel loose. Oh, that one, not this one. Well, after repeating this process about 5 times and taking the truck around the block with the loose lug nuts, the wheel finally broke loose. Something else to keep in mind is that we did put jack stands under the truck. Whenever you're working on a vehicle, especially if you're getting under it, you should always support the vehicle with jack stands. Just jacking up with a jack is not enough. Okay, for this lift kit, the instructions say that we need to remove the ball joint here, remove these bolts, and then the spacer should fit right under that shock. So we'll go ahead and see how that goes. Okay, we're going to skip the ball joint for right now, and I'm going to remove these shock bolts. Yeah, there you go. The pipe moves switch thing is. It's very easy to hit while you're using ratchet. Where you get Okay, now we're going to remove these clips. So I'm going to go get a flathead screwdriver and then pry this out. I'm going to do the same for this side. Okay, and now I just need to push this down and slide that spacer in. which I may need help. Okay, so now we're going to press down on the rotor, and I'm going to try and slide this in. Any luck? I have one side under. Yeah, I think it's there. It's not lined up, but it's under it.
The instructions for this kit call for the bolts to come in through the bottom. But in order to get everything lined up, I slid one in from the top. That way I could line up the other side without holding everything together. And then once I got the other one, I pulled the one from the top out and slid it up from the bottom.
Okay, I got one. And I'm going to actually do the other side the way we're supposed to. You got it? What not to do? Definitely got one I got. Yes. Absolutely. Here, I got one side of it. I'm going to do the same over here. The one that's starting to fuck. Okay, not here, that's it. But now back there. Race. Oh my. Yes. Up. Oh, that's kind of a hard hit. Get it work. Get my head now. 4, 3. Oh, hold on. I'm going to wall back. I'm going to do the same thing over here. What we just did. Unfortunately, it just won't line back up like that. I need you to go first and tell me where to go. Buttons go there. So just trying to get the space right now. The spacer looks like it needs to go a little bit back and a little forwards. Okay. I'm trying to get that one. I know this thing sucks. Okay. Well, oh, not at all. Well, the loose, so just hang on right there. I get almost. Okay, fine, I think. Okay, fine, up. Slide it back around there. Look at that. I know, just gotta find it. All right, now. Everything's ready there. It's looking red, yeah. Hopefully it's red. See, it's too big.
Alright, the battery on this camera died, so I went ahead and switched over to my cell phone, which honestly records a little better anyway, so...
Okay, so now that we got these bolts run through here, which was a huge challenge, we're just going to go ahead and tighten them back up. I'm using an impact, but obviously you're going to go back over it with a wrench, just to make sure that everything's tight. I cannot see anything I'm doing. Okay, and then next, you just take your ball joint and reattach your ball joint. Okay, so in order to get this ball joint reattached, you have to press down, and we have a jack holding the lower control arm up. Then we took a ratchet strap and went from here down around the control arm and back up, and then we ratcheted them together. That way the ball joint would actually slide into the hole. That's good. That is a good idea. And the needle starts spinning. Yep. You need to keep pressing it. Okay, I think we're close. I'm gonna go now. Yep. Hey.
Alright guys, and that's the hard part done. From here, we just put everything back together, put the wheel back on it, and then went to the other side.
Leveling kit is done on this side. We're about to start on this side. The new bumper should be in here soon. Dustin, what's it like not working on a tin can?
Rusty.
This side went a lot easier for us, so I'm just going to go ahead and play some music and you guys can enjoy. Hey guys, if you've made it this far in the video, I'd really like to thank you for watching it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all those good things. Alright, have a good one, guys.